So, can you relate to my story as an entrepreneur? I guess this is one of the questions that we all ask ourselves when we are trying to identify if we want to follow someone on social media. Because everybody is saying that they have been going through some troubles or they may have had some successes, but we don't know if this is something that we can relate to. So I'm just going to tell you what's my backstory, and it's up to you to decide if you want to exchange with me if this is something that you can relate, or maybe it's not something that you can relate with, because I've just had some of the mentors that I'm following who said, I think it's Dean Graciosi, who said that marketing is attracting the people that you want to serve and repelling the ones that you just don't want to deal with. And as long as I understand that on this platform I can attract a lot of people, just want to make it clear who I want to deal with and people who are, can relate to my story. So my name is Herzu. I'm a dad of three kids. I'm married, and one of my kids is a teenager, a young teenager who is under the autism spectrum. And this is one of the reasons I wanted to be an entrepreneur, because I thought that this is something that will give me more flexibility in terms of time, in terms of resources, financial resources, in terms of mobility. And well, I'm still on a 9 to 5 job, but I'm pushing hard to move from a 9 to 5 job to, let's say, a more flexible lifestyle. I'm not saying being an entrepreneur, because at the end of the day, maybe that's not always what I'm looking for. I just don't want a title being the CEO or something like this. That's not what I'm motivated with, because I want that flexibility. I want to redefine this lifestyle. And one of the reasons I want to do it is because of my son, yes, but I also want to give, an example to those kids on how you can have another life, and you just don't have to be an employee all of the time and work for 40 years and then imagine that you'll be retiring. So that's the reasons why I'm doing this, because I want to shift from this 9 to 5 job to another lifestyle. And this is not my first entrepreneurial journey, because, well, I've already tried it. I wanted to be a social media manager. And even though it worked for 1 year and a half or 2 years, I was not, clever enough, I can admit it, to bring it from this stage to another level where my customer were expecting me, which at the end of the day, I had to stop that first entrepreneurial journey as a social media manager for, big telco companies here where I am. So I had to do what most entrepreneurs hate or don't like, which is getting back to the 9 to 5 job. So I'm still stuck in this 9 to 5 job as of today. And as of now, I have a better clarity on what I do. In fact, on the first entrepreneurial journey, I was, reaching for a goal that was not the right goal that I think. It was not aligned with my purpose. And at that time, I didn't think that my purpose was to get that flexibility. I just wanted, to be the CEO and, get all those, bright titles. And even with my 9 to 5 job, I'm part of the top management of the company here. Have you ever felt like had this feeling where you're not fulfilled? So this is one of the things that you have. You don't feel like you're fulfilled. You think that you can do better, you can bring better, but you're not just at the right place. And the impact that I want to have is, to help those solopreneurs, those people that are trying to transition from the state where they have, and they have identified one journey, entrepreneurial journey, whether it is a small business or solopreneur, that they want to do because they have their own reasons. I'm not going to talk about your own reason. You have your own reason, but at least you're trying to do whatever you can so that this maybe side hustle or solopreneur journey can replace what you have now. Because there's one thing for sure, you don't want to live forever like the way you are today. which means that you're trying to build something else. And if you are like me, you're trying to build something else, then maybe we can talk and maybe we can exchange on this channel and see how it works. So as for me, well, I'm into digital products, and because I think that's the thing that will help me get that flexible lifestyle. Maybe you're not into the digital products. Maybe you want, to have your own brick and mortar system, and that's fine. But what I'm bringing here is, whatever choice you take, at the end of the day, you have to market it. The service, the product, you have to market it. And that's what we are sharing in common. So if you have issues, or if you want to bring your marketing efforts from this point A to point B, then we have a common ground. And that's what I want to share with you, because my aha moment is that I think that digital product, being a knowledge broker, that's where I want to be. And with this social media thing, I think tools become a lot easier to acquire and to, yes, it's a lot easier to promote your product or services, and that's what I want to share. So let's do this journey together. If this is not what you want, then that's fine. I'm not trying to convince you to talk to me or to even consider what I'm talking about. But if you think that you can relate to my story, then we can talk together. Bye.